Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. We're so excited to have you again. The much awaited response of Tinubu to his campaign director, a former campaign director, talking about the person of Naja'atu Mohammed is up now for grabs. What I mean is, it's been published and it's very interesting. There have been a lot of reactions to it. Some people say it's very petty. Some say that's not what the woman meant. A lot of reactions. But then, first of all, let's just look at what Tinubu have to tell Nigerians about the personality of his former campaign director and why she left the team. Now, according to the news, against the background of resignation claimed by Hajia Naja'atu Muhammad, the former director of civil society organization of the All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council, the Tinubu media office said she was sacked for incompetence and for being a mole in the campaign council. Recall Naja'atu resignation news filtered the media when she announced her resignation on Saturday, citing what she lack of ideological differences among the nation's political parties. While the ex-APC bigwig renounced partisan politics following her resignation, she declared support the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar. But in a media statement issued by Tinubu Media Office and signed by Mahmoud Jiga on Tuesday, the Siwaju Stroke Shetima's Presidential Campaign Council said Naja'atu was sacked after she was discovered to be working for desperate opponents. The statement read partly said that Siwaju Stroke Shetima's Presidential Council received with amusement the hasty resignation of Naja'atu Mohammed from her position as director of civil society organization just before she was sacked for incompetent quarrelsomeness and after being uncovered to be a mob planted in our winning campaign in order to leak sensitive information to our desperate opponent. Although she deceived the gullible public by claiming that she resigned, her sack letter with ignominy from the campaign and the party had just arrived at her desk. Her desperate fact-free machination field and imaginary utterances since her sack from the campaign has proved beyond doubt that she was unfit to serve in the first place until it was discovered that she was actually a mole. Not being a medical doctor, but whose profession in the last 3 decades was as a political jobber and expert name dropper, she nevertheless issued a pseudo-medical report on our presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu after a brief meeting in London. Even the Association of Native Doctors would sack her for quackery and for reaching a medical conclusion without any test. I'll take that again. Even the Association of Native Doctors would sack her for quackery and for reaching a medical conclusion without any test. Despite his position as the clear front runner in the 2023 presidential race, Asiwaju has been running the most punishing campaign schedule of any of the presidential candidates and has already visited many parts of the country with an almost non-stop schedule of rallies, town hall meetings, and meetings with professional, community, business, and religious groups and associations. The media arm of the APC Presidential Campaign Council urged the public to be wary of the former campaign director. The Tinubu media office, however, lamented that Naja'atu claimed that when she asked Asiwaju what plan he had for the North, he answered that he had none, a claim it described as strange and questioned the integrity of the woman and her story. Wow, so many things to talk about. But I think the most interesting part is classifying her as a quack doctor for reaching conclusion without any medical tests on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But for me personally, if I will give my suggestion on this, a very objective suggestion, I would say, even a baby looking at Tinubu, the way he gaffes, secondly, the way he his words are not coordinated sometimes, and also the fact that he cannot even hold mic very well. Sometimes you see his hand is shaking when he's holding the mic. One can begin to question his medical state. Yes, whether you're a doctor, you are not a doctor. I'm sure that anybody who sees him will say something is wrong somewhere. This man may not be sound in health. So for me, I don't think that bringing that up is, called for. Well, but the truth is that the woman has taken her decision. She has decided to move on to another party. But the only thing that I consider to be very serious here is the fact that they say she was a more in the team. In other words, she was gathering information and reporting. But imagine you going to a party like Labour Party to gather information about the person of Peter Obi. What kind of information are you going to gather about him to report? Because the man is as transparent as paper, very clean or clean water. He whatever he is telling you in the secret, he has the boldness to say it even in the public. So I don't think that at this point anybody can sabotage you by passing information to the other team, except information on possibly what you intend to do, or maybe some of your write-ups and all of that. But sometimes for Peter Obi, he gets there without even preparing a report. He gets to town hall meetings without even gathering any form or writing anything. He goes there, deliver his speech, and come out very happy and very convinced that he has been able to touch the lives of people. So for me, I feel that what they have said is personally a way of distracting the team itself. It was really uncalled for to begin to respond to this thing. Okay, they've responded to it because I know the woman is going to drag them very soon. I'm expecting a reply from her. She's going to drag them enough already. Excuse me. Already, there are multiple cases surrounding Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We know of the drug case, which currently PDP is dragging him in this thing in the law court. We also know that there have been multiple cases of betrayal on the part of some of the northerners who, before now, has sworn their loyalty to him. So a lot of them have betrayed him. So many other cases have come up, and that is a huge distraction, especially at a time like this. The team, if I will give them a candid advice, focus on what you're doing, but then be rest assured that what you're offering Nigerians, God will use it one day to call you to judgment. That one is true because already we know that this personality can only be called a Nigerian elder statesman, but to say, give him a distinct position like that of the president, especially for a country like Nigeria, is absolutely some high level on seriousness on the part of those who are supporting it. However, I would like to leave it. They go to a comment section. What do you think APC is trying to do? Do you think they are trying to take the minds of Nigeria off the things that the woman had said?